Hello and welcome. Today we will be seeing if we can beat Fallout New Vegas as a bounty hunter. So the rules I chose for this run. Firstly, regarding our weapons, we only used bolt action or lever action rifles, excepting the varmint rifle, as I didn't use that at all. And any 20 gauge shotguns we found throughout the playthrough. Revolvers were also allowed. No melee weapons at all, excluding our fist, if we had no other choice. No grenades or other throwing weapons. No rocket launchers, but the grenade launcher was allowed. No energy weapons at all. And for our armor, we limited ourselves to all heavy armor and leather armor. So any heavy armor variants or leather armor variants we were allowed to use. Our helmet will be a bit different. Anytime we kill a significant enemy like Vulpes or the Legate, we will equip their helmet, kind of like a trophy. With the rules for the video out of the way, we finished the Powder Gangers in Goodsprings. Before leaving Goodsprings, we leveled up and acquired the Rapid Reload perk, as it is one of the best perks in the early game. At least in my opinion it is anyways. Being able to reload super quick with your shotguns and your revolvers is really good throughout the game, the entire game. I chose Trigger Discipline as my trait at the start of the game instead of Fast Shot, the opposite of what I picked, so you'll see me picking my shots a bit more closely rather than just firing randomly from the hip hoping they hit. Clearing out Prim and rescuing Deputy Beagle, I decided to side with the NCR as they pay me the best. Now in the long run you can make more money through Mr. House, but I chose to go with the NCR this round for quick cash. After acquiring the reinforcements the NCR needed for Prim, I did some more missions for the NCR at Mojave Outpost, such as clearing the ants off of the bridge and then visiting Nipton. While visiting Nipton, I decided to deal with Vulpes immediately. Dealing with him with the explosive ordnance I had been gifted by the gamer gods at the start of the game. It was here I acquired my first headpiece, Vulpes' helmet. I actually thought I would collect more helmets and stuff along my journey, but I only collected 2. I got Vulpes and the Legates. And Vulpes' helmet isn't actually a unique thing as well, it's just a Vixellaris helm. After leveling up, I went back to Goodsprings and through Cazador Canyon, and ended up dealing with Violet and a few other fiends. Fiends aren't worthy foes, I'm not wearing a fiend's helmet. Cook was the first enemy I encountered that ate through my armor-piercing ammunition. Some Freeside thugs started attacking me, and while dealing with them I accidentally shot Dixon and had to deal with him promptly. Did some missions for the Crimson Caravan Company and Thomas Hildren. Acquired the Terrifying Presence perk, this will be important later. I also went and picked up Cass from Mojave Outpost. Decommissioned the robots in the sarsaparilla plant and broke the cap machine. Passed the credit check with no problem, with all of the caps I'd been gaining.
Thank you, sir.
Dealt with Caleb McLafferty for the Garretts. If his hat wasn't part of the mission I would have taken his hat as a trophy, but they took it. I got this weird glitch here for the first time ever playing Fallout New Vegas. my 357 Magnum wouldn't reload. I still had that type of ammunition, it just wouldn't reload.
Hey, looking for something to replace my old revolver?
It was at this time I was going to give up Cass to the Van Graffs, but then this happened.
What did I tell you about trying to make off with that gear?
I was going to reload the save, but seeing Cass jump to my aid even after I was definitely going to betray her, inspired me to kill all the Van Graffs for her. Did you know if you just go straight to the Van Graffs or the Crimson Caravan Company and kill them, you can skip most of the Heartache by the Number mission? Other than getting Cass herself. Because I didn't. I did it the long way, checking all of the caravans and getting her to deduce that it was the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan before attacking them. In doing this, you cannot convince her not to attack the Crimson Caravan or the Van Graffs because you just went in and attacked them. So it does lock off that other half of the quest.
No.
Alice McNafferty tried to hide from me. Didn't work. This finished the Heartache by the Number quest. It didn't glitch it out at all. It worked normally as it should, which surprised
Don't
me,
have to tell me twice.
as most of the companion quests seem to glitch out in Fallout New Vegas, at least for me. I started doing some missions for the King around Freeside to acquire his favour, as I would need it for a later mission.
Keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
This isn't really a good time.
With that all said and done, I cleared out that vault for Dr. Hildren. And finally made my way to the tops to deal with all of the chairmen.
What in the god? Let's keep this in the...
Told you it'd be important later. We picked up the Commando perk, as it gives us a VATS boost to most of the weapons we use. Spoke with this guy after leaving the tops because we killed Vulpus. He was quite upset about it. I arrived at the fort, wearing Vulpus's helmet still, to talk with Caesar and hear the great tale about myself.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
We did upgrade the robots from Mr. House, but only because I didn't have enough science skill to hack the computer to get into the bunker. So we had to let him open it for us. Spoke with Ambassador Crocker about a job well done. He sent me after the boomers. I decided to help the White Glove Society with their problem.
murder of Tank Gunderson.
What in blazes? That's my son you're talking about. He ain't dead. I'm looking for him.
It is my duty to inform you that murder is a serious crime. As a murderer, you should be feeling emotions such as guilt, sorrow, and shame. If not, you may wish to consult a mental health professional.
Where's my son? What'd you do with my boy?
I don't know why Ambassador Crocker thought my time was best spent running through missiles. The boomers are safe to be ignored anyways, they're not a threat. Did some missions for them to acquire their trust. Help the misfits.
How useful.
Informed Ambassador Crocker about another job well done, and then used that favour from the king to make him stop attacking the NCR.
I'll give it my best. You've earned that much.
Saved Jessup.
I can't believe.
And then used the Mr. Sandman perk on Papa Khan. This made Regis the leader of the Great Khans, which allowed us to make a treaty between the NCR and the Great Khans.
Making me thirsty. All this traveling's making me thirsty.
I killed all of the Emeritus because I couldn't be bothered with their quest again. It's boring. I had told the NCR that they planned to attack New Reno, and they believed it.
I'm gonna clip your sorry ass.
Spoke with Veronica to get into the Brotherhood steel bunker.
Down some bad roads. Huh. Well, in that case, I
Leveled up again. Went and dealt with the powder gangers in the NCR correctional facility. And then dealt with the Brotherhood. The only good Brotherhood in New Vegas is a dead Brotherhood, as all of the factions excepting Yes Man want you to kill them. I also killed Veronica, as she is no longer any use to me.
Hey! For the Brotherhood!
Watched the NCR president fly in on a vertibird. Saw an NCR ranger get popped by a spy.
And it is because of you that I am able to do so.
Dealt with the spy.
Ford is hidden shack on the outskirts of one pile.
And then evacuated the NCR president.
Just like you, answers the clarion call. Men and women step forward to say, I will carry the weight.
You better get out of here.
The vertibird flew away without exploding. And we were ready to start the final battle of Hoover Dam. We leveled up after speaking with General Oliver.
Sir, I don't know what happened. A bunch of
After emerging out of the Hoover Dam Visitor Center, I was stoked to see that the Great Khans hadn't blown up the AA gun, making my game lag and crash a million times, and they're actually here to help me. The Centaurians were the hardest part of this. I can't keep my distance from them, so they can continuously damage me. While you can maintain distance from the Praetorians and the Legate, allowing them to be easy kills. Just hop and skip away, and then turn around and vats them. My first attempt on the Legate didn't go real well, as, well, I backed myself into a really bad corner and got ganked. On the second attempt, I chose to get him to fight me one-on-one. This didn't actually work, as the Praetorians walked beside him the entire time.
And you were brave to come here to face me.
And when I shot him with the grenade launcher, they both took damage and started attacking me anyways. After dealing with the Praetorians, I got the Legate stuck on the wheelbarrow. And after beating him, donned his helmet as my final trophy for the run. Spoke with General Oliver, leveled up, and beat Fallout New Vegas as a bounty hunter. If you enjoyed the video, please like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll leave you with the ending we got for this run.
Celebrated its second victory at Hoover Dam, establishing definitive control over the entire Mojave Wasteland. Soon after, they negotiated terms to annex the Strip, Freeside, and many surrounding communities. The Mojave Wasteland, at long last, had entirely fallen under the NCR's banner. The Courier, fair and even-handed in his dealings throughout the wasteland, was honored by the NCR for his support of the military at Hoover Dam. He was presented with the Golden Branch, the highest civilian decoration given by the Republic.
With the help of the Gunrunners, the Boomers developed a healthy trading relationship with the NCR. Eventually, the Boomers began wandering out into the wasteland while still preventing outsiders from entering Nellis.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
At odds with leadership over the Brotherhood's future, Veronica looked to the Mojave Wasteland for an answer both she and they could live with. But the answer would never come, and the dangers of the world that had left the Brotherhood of Steel behind would eventually claim her life.
Never weakened by NCR, the Fiends staged an attack against Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. Though NCR repulsed Fiends, they suffered heavy losses in the process.
After the NCR's victory at the dam, the followers of the Apocalypse were pushed out of Old Mormon Fort during its occupation by NCR forces. NCR further encouraged them to leave Outer Vegas entirely, and the followers had no choice but to comply.
Goodsprings saw more trade along I-15 after NCR gained control of the Mojave Wasteland. But with that came a heavy burden of the Republic's taxes. Some old-timers, unable to handle the cost, were forced to move on, grumbling all the while.
The slaughter of the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan caused no end of trouble for NCR back west. Already struggling, NCR's supply line suffered further as the two caravans withdrew support until the massacre in the east was resolved. Cass survived to see the NCR flag flying proud over Hoover Dam, and thought for a moment, this is what a hero must feel like. She was about to tell the courier not to get too proud of himself. Then she figured, he knew that already. That night, Cass kicked in the door of his room to celebrate, only to find the man on the bed was an NCR soldier whose barracks had been destroyed. He was cute, though, so after having her way with him, she got the hell out, leaving an empty whiskey bottle as a note. As she walked along the dam in the night, she felt drunk, content, and happy to be alive. Which to her was the whole point of it all.
After the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans returned for a time to Red Rock Canyon. The NCR's pressing need to expand proved greater than its promise of amnesty, and before long the government decided the Khans had to go. The surviving Great Khans were relocated to an isolated, barren reservation, well north of NCR trade routes.
After the NCR victory at Hoover Dam, the temporary truce between them and the Kings blossomed into a full-scale relief effort for the people. While the NCR made repeated entreaties that Freeside join the Republic, the Kings steadfastly maintained their independence.
Shaped up by the courier's advice, the Misfits distinguished themselves during the Legion's attack on Camp Golf. Mags was finally promoted to sergeant, and the rest of the Misfits received an official commendation. They continued to serve with distinction for many years.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
After Hoover Dam, NCR helps rebuild Primm as a major stopping point on the Long 15. Though Primm citizens chafe under NCR's taxes, they benefit greatly from the increased protection and merchant traffic.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world.
Special thanks if you made it this far into the video.
War never changes.
Hope you enjoyed all the bird sounds in the background, as they were really loud today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.